Florida, South Florida. Just celebrated with my father a day and a half ago, his 86th birthday. As I'm sure some of you have celebrated your own family things together. And in about a week, I guess, I'll be celebrating with our family the birth of another grandchild. We have, I think, our fifth grandchild who will arrive here within days. So we're excited. We're really excited about that. So thank you for being here. It's quite exciting. I want to do a couple things tonight. I want to make sure that as we have this great meeting, a lot of amazing people have these birthdays in August. I was just right now thinking about my dad's birthday, but realizing a lot of you guys have your own things and celebrating life. And it made me think about what you have in front of you here with not just in Ingresso Cibernetico, but to be alive at a day and time where the whole world was forced to get better. One second here. I'm going to fix my thing there. There we go. Where the whole world was forced to get better and forced to participate in their lives because no longer could we be on cruise control. And I think it's a beautiful thing. Some of you might be hurt by the whatever's changing in your life as a result of the COVID-19. But I'm here to tell you that you should be more than grateful that things are what they are, and they have changed it the way they are. Whoa. 1 second. Come on, Dwayne. Get your junk together, son. Okay. So I'm pretty excited about that. I would like you all to note that we are coming into a time frame, whether there's I better not. I gotta get ready to do my record. What's wrong with me? Or am I already? Oh, I already am. Okay. There's coming a time where we have to do more and be more. We're forced into it in the first part of COVID. And right now we're in a situation where there's talk of a second wave. We got to let some more people in. There's talk of a second wave. There's talk of, economically by November, how many markets will crash. And you have to take responsibility. So as I get ready to prepare you for certain updates, I want you to know that it's bigger than our company. If you've known me, anyone who's known me for years, I tell you right out the gate, it's not about this company. Because trust me, a lot of you all, there are great companies in the marketplace, and there always have been. There have been bad companies where people make good money, and there's been great companies where people don't make much at all. So it's not about the company. It's really going to be about what you apply to this. And a lot of you don't realize it, that the greater responsibility you take on with this thing, and the more you insist on owning in this process, the greater outcome you'll have. And wow, I just better keep going. I don't know why I made this have a stupid password. I have to keep letting people in. If you're watching on Facebook, it's okay. Excuse me if I refer to something related to Zoom. And if you're on YouTube, the same thing. Now, as I prepare for the slides and going over some things with you, I want you to bear with me, if you will. Let me see if I can get to it. There it is. And there we go. I'm thinking that we go. So I'm gonna get started, but I would like to. Got to share this first. I would like to be sure, and let me do this too. Make sure you will have this. And secondary screen. I feel much better now. Okay. So as I talk about the updates, as I said earlier, I wanted to congratulate a lot of you and congratulate you on, like I said, birthdays, anniversaries, and whatever else you've had. Like I said, it's been a fun time for us with a few grandchildren, my father, who's just turned 86, and we're happy with every year we get with them. That's what it's been for us. But you guys have your own things going on, and I think it would be really cool to start off and share with you my excitement with you about what you've been doing. Some of you have been doing with the contest, all right? So let's go ahead. Let me see if I can get to it. So as we approach the third quarter, I want to give you a different perspective. And as I congratulate you on the work that all of you have been doing, some of you have done what we consider to be, what I consider stellar, a stellar job in what you've done with your funnels, with your consistency with your teams, these team these what do you call these team groups, whether they're in Facebook or whether you have your own team channel that you deal with. You've done a great job, and a lot of it shows. Let me see if I can get to my ingreso cibernetico. I'm going to get out there and let you know that a lot of you who are not on the board with the contest, it's not because you didn't perform. It's because you probably just didn't know, or you didn't go and read the rules to it. In your back office on the dashboard, right? You can also participate to make sure that you have a chance to win in the contest. And as you participate, you will be able to win an ATM machine that will enable you to, I better let some people in the room, that will enable you to be able to have to win in not just the ATM machine, but the ability to have transactions happening around the clock for you every day on point. So, man, don't worry, guys. I know you're having trouble seeing me, but I'm going to put it back up there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make one of you guys, one of the, a person that can add people for me, right? Because I, like a crazy man, have made it require a password. Okay, I'm going back out here again. Okay. All right. For my friends on Facebook, you guys can still see my screen. For those in Zoom, you will in a hot moment, right? All right, here we go. Thanks for being patient. I'm a little flat, if you can tell. I have not done one of these in a while, right? Okay, here we go. Now we're going back out. I'm going to take you guys out to my screen so you can see my screen. I said congratulations on the contest. If you don't know what I'm referring to, you're going to be able to see it if, in fact, you take a look now at my screen again. Good gravy, Dwayne. You guys are beautiful, by the way. I'm letting a few more people in, then we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, here we go. So if you look at the screen, right? Those of you who are in Facebook and YouTube, you too can see the same screen. I want you to note that what I expect you to do is note that the sky's the limit when it comes to this contest. Our ATM machine, which will accept Dash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, and we're adding BNB, which is Binance's coin, and others. Some of you guys are doing very well, right? Everyone's doing something, but it takes a bit to generate points. For example, even if you sponsored someone at the Tycoon level, you get 9 points for that. You get 8 points for either of the other two Gold Club levels. You get different points for different things, and you guys are rocking and rolling. We have some points. Everybody, if you just log in once a day, you can end up with 30 points by the end of the month, right? By the end of the 30 days. There's different things you can do that will help you in your success here. So congratulations to you all. I see several of you from the same team, right? Boss I Quit and Sandowner, Nicor, I think Legacy Flow, you guys are all from the same team. There's some from our African team and some from other teams. Congratulations. I think it's important to state that, to make sure that you know that we definitely notice what you're doing, everyone out there. Now, as we talk about the contest, that's just one thing to congratulate you for. We've got a lot of new members as well. And with our new members, I think that many take for granted when someone new starts with them. And what happens often is mistakes are made. Mistakes are made because you end up putting your time only in looking for new people that you don't appreciate them after they're here. So all the attention goes on someone new, but once they're here, nothing else happens. One of the greatest things that any of you can do is when you have a new member, as they're no longer new, you invest some time into them. That is equipping them. Where can they find things? How can they know something? Get them plugged into Telegram. Get them plugged into the email list so that they can attend webinars like this. You can do a lot of things with new members, but one of the things you want to do is make sure that as they are no longer going to be new members, that you can empower them and give them an opportunity for the same success that you've been having. So, as I say that, I know for a fact what some of you were like when you first started, but it really helped when you realized that if you have an issue, one of the greatest things you can do is get it checked out. And so as you leaders are doing a great job at welcoming people, make sure they feel just as welcome a week later. That means that no matter where they're from, whatever part of the world they're from, they should be welcomed by the way, if you didn't know it, there's several overviews on our YouTube channel. You can go grab one. By the way, if you didn't know, we currently have a contest going. If you actually do a testimony, you can get some serious points there. You also, when you log in every day to see what's new. You can give them tips so you can empower them. If you have any question at all and you want me to check it out for you, I won't check it out unless you have a ticket number, a support ticket number. If you come to me first, you're going to delay how long it helps you to get your help. These are things you can do to make a person feel welcome, indoctrinate them. I'm a man of military. Some of you men and ladies, you are from the military. Some of you have been a part of things where getting started wasn't enough, but once you got a chance to really start fitting in, someone brought you up to speed. So as you welcome them, bring them up to speed. For your current and future success. A lot of you guys are having great success. Here's what I've noticed. A lot that have great success forget because they have such a momentum going, and by the time they get up to the 30 days, they forgot that they used an account, an email address that they never look at, and it goes limbo. And when it goes limbo, it means that you don't renew it. And so you don't earn money when this happens. So if you're on a pace, some of you, you're on a pace for 3 to 5 transactions a day, some 5 to 17 transactions a day, it all stops. So one of the things we can do to help each other in your future success is make sure whatever points of communication you give to the company, that it's actually valid. Did you actually look at that information? That would mean put in an email address that you know you look at on a regular basis. If you don't, all those warnings you get that your account's going to lapse will be of no value. It means that if you've earned $2,495 like some have, but they weren't active, that you don't earn that. You've lost it. It's like having a restaurant when you have a ton of people coming to spend money. Your doors were closed because you forgot to pay your lease, right? Your key doesn't work anymore. You don't want that to happen, so make sure you renew. It's only $20. To lose $1 to $2 or $3 or $5,000 over $20 makes no sense to me, and I'm certain it doesn't make much to you. So, as I tell you that, I want you to get, I keep logging out. Some of you guys see I keep turning the screen off every so often. I do that to make sure that no one's out there waiting so I can let you in. So, so when your current future and current success. Now, here's a topic that is very important. So I'm going to share my face while I talk about it. It's wallets and fees. It's interesting because most, I'm going to do it now. Most have been taken advantage of so much that what is happening is you have no trust for anything already won. So when you have fees that are higher or lower, immediately you think, I wonder why the company's taking money from me. The good news is we don't take any of your money. You pay each other. When someone buys from you, they're paying you or your sponsor. That's where we've set it up. So if something costs more and you're only getting a little bit back, hey, I paid $25, but my person only paid me $25, but I only received $18. Well, that's what we're going to talk about now. Why does that happen? How does it happen? What can you do to make sure that doesn't continue? So I want to get this out. If you will bear with me, I'm going to share the screen again. I stopped intentionally so that I could make sure I hear you when you were concerned about your fees. As we look at it, the sending wallets and the receiving wallets will determine, along with miners, that will determine how much is taken from your pay when you get it. So, as I say that, imagine this. You're paying, but you downloaded a wallet that was kind of fancy and neat. You liked it, but you didn't know that wallet has high fees. So whenever you make 25, you only get 15 or 18 back because they charge $9 for the transaction. I don't really know what kind of wallet you have. I just know that some are like this. The wallets that you send, that the person is sending from, determines what comes out of theirs, but the receiving wallet determines what you have left once the money hits your wallet. The miners will always charge a fee, and you get to see that while you're making the transaction. You can make it priority. You can make it a custom amount of money. And those things will really determine what you're getting back. Does that make sense? Anyone have any questions about that? Because it's really important that you understand that the whole idea of having a peer-to-peer system is to eliminate the company from being able to hold your money, make money off of it, right? So that you can have the freedoms. The freedom of being able to receive money that you didn't have to wait for permission to get from a company. We've taken that off the plate. Now that we've taken that out, I want you all to understand that you're not being threatened by this company if you have fees that are higher than what you've expected. What's happening is you want to get a wallet and use a wallet that you receive in that is more neutral than anything. So there are some, I'm just going to tell you the most neutral one that I know of is blockchain.info. Some of you might choose Coinbase. Some are going to choose Exodus. You're going to choose all these different ones, and those are fine. I don't know what their fees are. I just get some bad stories from different companies that they charge enormous amount of fees. So absolutely, I tell you, blockchain.com, you can get a wallet, make it your quarterback. You can still use Cash App. You can still use Coinbase, but only send to those when you want to withdraw or use it for something specific. But you don't have to take in thousands of dollars in those wallets. Many of them have a limitation. Just 2,000 or 7,000 in the same week. Well, then you're stuck. This is a system that pays you ongoing without the limits. So you're going to have people that will pay, and you'll have large groups coming in. Like we have a guy that's signing up a large group. They'll be joining under him soon. When they do, the beautiful thing is he doesn't have to be stuck because he's not using a proprietary wallet. So wallets do matter. I want you to note that. I hope that's helpful for you guys. If you are worried, I don't know why this company's taking all my money, lose the drama. I know you're used to being taken advantage of, but we're not doing that. You're not being taken advantage of. Uh-oh, I'm going to mute you if you start talking. I won't have it. Sorry, got to go. All right. So I'm telling you that for your sake. So wallets and fees. What else about these things? If you must know, I'm going to go ahead. Does the wallet address format matter? Yes, absolutely. It may be that you didn't know any better, so you're going to have to stop unmuting yourself or I will actually have to boot you. Okay, here we go. The wallet address matters. Some wallets are SegWit wallets, right? They're based on the new format, which includes the letters B, C, and the number 1 in front of it. Some have the letters T and C and the 1 in front of it. If you use that kind of wallet, they'll be limited in what you can receive. If I have to keep unmuting the same person, I'm going to kick you out of here. I need you to understand because this is everyone's money. I need to make sure that everyone understands how to protect your money and minimize fees and be able to ensure that you can grow a lot more. Okay, so what's the best thing to do, Dwayne? Well, if you're signing up a new group, I know a lot of the newer groups from Asia, Africa, even some in the United States, because they don't know what kind of, you get a wallet that's proprietary and they're only using the new SegWit addresses. It's really important that you use a wallet address. The older universal, I tell people like this, it's like having an O blood type. If you have an O blood type, it means you're a universal donor or recipient. If you have the original addresses, your wallet address will begin with a 1 or a 3. That's how you know what you feel better about that. If you have the letters B, C, and 1 or T, C, and 1, based on SegWit, when these new changes, there will some that won't accept from. And if you're sending, you may cause someone's payment to be pending for a long time. So I'm asking you now because I'm going to educate you instead of complaining. Now remember, if you're used to being an employee, you're going to actually whine about this. You're going to say, well, I wish you could just make it normal. Just raise your level, be in business. You have an opportunity to make thousands of dollars a day. Behave like you understand it instead of complaining and learn about it. I'm telling you, I'm making it easy. You don't even have to go out and read it. I'm telling you now. Create a wallet address When you create a wallet address, it asks you, in many cases, it'll ask you which type you're going to use. Make sure you choose, if it doesn't begin with a 1 or a 3, don't select it. If your wallet address doesn't allow you, go to blockchain.com and create one there. That way you can minimize pending payments, and you can minimize how many people may be sending you money with the wrong kind of wallet address, so that you can be a universal recipient. But I encourage you to tell everyone to use these types of wallets. If you want to use the Segwit wallet for other things, do it. But for your business here at Ingresso Cibernetico, allow us to help you. It makes more sense. Many want to know why not. Well, I won't get to that yet. I'm just going to keep going because I get a little excited, you guys. And don't worry, I'll see if you have questions and answer those. Pending transactions. Why would a transaction be pending, Dwayne? They're not pending because our company keeps your money and we're putting it in our wallets. Not at all. There are reasons why they would be pending, and let me help you with that. One of the reasons they would be pending is because in some cases, a person sends too little BTC. They're reading instead of using a QR code, so they might mess up where the decimal point goes and send too little money. So if it's requesting $25 and someone's sending $18 or $30, it's just going to go pending because you're sending the wrong amount. And if that happens, you have to wait until the site traffic's lowest, and we'll have a cron job run and return it to the sender so they can send the right amount. Otherwise, they could be using a Segwit wallet and the recipient doesn't accept that type, or the sender has that type, but the recipient wallet may not accept those for reasons of settings inside your wallet. And by the way, I am going to answer a question. I know you guys have some. I am not ignoring it. Trust me on that, my people. Give me a moment, and I will get back to the stream where I can answer some of those questions. I'll continue. What else? What determines the fees, right, Dwayne? Well, I did cover that earlier, but I'll tell you that whatever wallet you have, in most cases, it's a business. They're there to make money. They're gonna create a fee, percentage-wise or some other way, that every time you have a transaction, they'll make a little bit. The miners who process the transaction, they have fees. It just so happens on May 11th, we had something called the halving, which means they're processing in less blocks, right? So the smaller amount of blocks that are used, right, the greater the cost. But in many cases, if you choose priority, it's going to be that the person you're sending to gets it really fast, but they're going to have higher fees. Then something else, if you're sending a really, really low amount, right? You say you forgot the decimal point, and instead of sending $25, you're sending $2.50. You're going to have a decent, nice fee. They may be so much they won't even charge you on that transaction. They'll charge you on the next one. So there's little things like that that I think are important for you to note. Fees are not determined by Ingresso Cibernetico, so get that out of your head. No one's trying to beat you, right? We love you here. So just want to get that out. So before I move to the next section, before I get to the other things, I will take any questions or comments related to what I just covered. And if you have any, let me see here. Are there anything in the chat? Oh, can we see? We can't change our wallet. Yes, you can change your wallet. You just haven't asked. So if you go to support, right, put in a ticket, you tell them you want to change it, they'll change it. What we've done is, in companies like this, it's not uncommon for people to share their information with the people that sponsored them or friends. And if someone changes your wallet address, we don't want to take responsibility for that. And then oftentimes they'll come and say, I didn't do it, someone changed it. So what we do is, if you don't want the one you have, we'll help you change that. Thank you for that, Anthony. That's a great comment. My Coinbase is $25,000 a day. Go Don. Okay, good deal. I trust you're on your way to making that, my brother. That's good stuff. Yes, you can't change, just email support. Thank you, Christina. Now, the Coinbase 25K is on purchase, not on incoming BTC deposits. Thank you, Alan. Now, that's an interesting thing. On incoming BTC deposits, there will be some limitations, and it will affect the fees. So those are good. Now, considering we're a global company, and many of the people that are here are outside of the United States, Coinbase isn't even an option, nor is Cash App. I think some are using crypto coin, right? CryptoCoin.com and others. There's other things out there. Just do yourself a favor. Treat this with the respect of you starting your own Fortune 500 company. Do your homework. If in fact you expect to be great at this and you're 100% dependent on seeking someone else and you've done no homework yourself, it will never become that for you. You will be a glorified employee, and we don't want that for you. We believe you can be a lot better, and the way to do it is learn all you can. Okay? So thank you. All right, so I guess I can finish then. You guys didn't have many questions. Did I cover each of those? Trezor is the absolute best. Whoa, did you hear that? Someone says, Trezor, what are these? Trezor, it's a hard wallet. In fact, stay on this webinar. Okay? This is a new one. I didn't open this. I will send it to someone. I'm going to come up with some at the end to see how someone can win this, and I'm going to ship it to you. Hard wallets are amazing, right? So that's a good way to do it. You can receive whatever you want. The only limits are the ones you put on it, right? Thank you, whoever said that. That was Legacy Cash Flow. No wonder with a name like that. I'm in the process of starting. So the program I choose is one off payment, or is it a recruiting payment in the future? Thank you. Joyce, there's a recurring. I don't read so well. You said recurring. I said recruiting. There's a recurring affiliate fee. It's just $20 a month, no matter what level you get. Okay, so that's what that recurring fee is. So if you're in a 500, all those things, you have that. We're not taking that from you. It's just to be able to earn money. It costs money to keep these systems running between servers, employees, and all those things. And the way we do that is with that fee. Thank you. We're on there. Sounds fine. Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to go out and finish up. I don't want to hold you guys up. I just want to see a lot of my friends and people out here. Yep. Let me see. Keep looking. Oh, yeah. Okay. I see. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me see. Go ahead and put this on. Let me see. Screen for you guys and screen for you guys. Okay. So, new currencies for IC. All right. This week, the most common questions asked have to do with smart contracts and other potential currencies. We will not do that. We have made it clear. We could have done it. We initially started that in April and changed our mind after running feasibility studies that show us that if we did that, it is limited. We wouldn't be able to make edits or ever change anything, which means we can't grow as a company. It means that as a company, we would be stuck with whatever happens, no matter how high gas fees goes, or no matter how high Ethereum goes, we wouldn't be able to edit it. We made it US dollar intentionally to make it more feasible for all these new people that are out of work to be able to join with you and purchase from you. They're doing it because it's easy to understand. They don't have to look up 0.006755. They don't have to do any of that. They're taking US dollar. So we're not choosing smart contracts. God bless you guys who are doing it. Fantastic. Good for you. We have already been here 7.5 years. We intend to be here a lot more than that. And one of the ways we do it is never do anything that's short-sighted, or should say dead-ended. And it would be dead-ended, which means we'd have to close the whole program down and restart again. If we went with Ethereum, we won't do that. Someone asked about Tron. And I actually had a conversation about this with someone today, but I had a lot of inquiries this week. We're not moving to Tron. We're not moving to Ripple. We're not moving to any of those. We intend on seeking out the best possible solutions that won't jam you up later or us. And just the fees alone. Some of you don't like the fees that you have with Bitcoin. You don't know. Some of it's just based on your choice of wallet, right? Your choice of address type and other things like that. But I will tell you, we're not doing that either. We plan on being pioneers. And Bitcoin is the oldest. It is the standard. We're going to use the standard for now. And if there ever is a new standard that is improved, we will take it. I don't believe that Ethereum is improved for our business model because it's important for us to be able to offer what we offer 3 years from now without needing to take, if Bitcoin goes up, let's just say to 50,000, now our lowest level, right, is worth a few $1,000s. That would not be cool. I mean, no, it would be worth 5 times, I mean. So we want to keep it where it's at. We want to make sure that we don't stop. So we're going to keep going with Bitcoin. We're not going to jump on bandwagons. We're a company who insists on being a part of leadership and leading. We can't do that if we follow every new thing, every new whim that comes up. I should go on again. We're not using any other altcoins. I did say that. This week, to empower you all more, I am going to start on Monday with a product leadership training. What doesn't matter if you could be new, you could have just started. I'm going to go over a different product each day. And I'm doing that. Now, I know how this works. I set it up because I know there's a need. But I don't want it to replace you investigating yourself. We're going to do that so that you can be empowered and understand more about what you have. Yes, you have a good money-making system, but you have other things that will also enable you to do a better job at using your resale licenses and using your wholesale license and your white label licenses. Okay. Free prospects, free access for prospects. And you might not know what that means. What I've done was in the beginning of the year, we had a system that we set up for your prospects to join in. And it was a funnel of sorts, but it was based on a model that we were testing out or piloting. I didn't like it. So I've edited and improved upon the model so that by the time someone does join you, they do have some info and are enabled. And let me see here. You're welcome, Tommy. Oh, good. Thank you, Noreen. Okay. All right, Christine. Okay, good. If you want either another join. Okay. Okay, good. I just want to check your comments, guys. Okay, so I forgot what I was going with. Oh, yeah. So the idea is having leverage when you're talking about something. Some of you get hung up because you really don't know. So, I mean, it's amazing how many you might get hung up because someone's asked, so what happens if I miss a payment, miss my renewal? Some of you don't know because you haven't adjusted yourself in knowing all you can. Others may not know, like, can I use the system? What if I opt a lot of people into my autoresponder? Will I get to keep them? You don't know the answer. So I want to do some product training this week that I believe will help you and empower you. I'm going to be doing it each day until I get the phone call about my granddaughter or grandson, whichever one's going to be born. Once that happens, I'll pause it until I arrive. And once I get there and, everybody's okay, then I can pick up again where I leave off. Who knows? Maybe I'll finish the whole thing out and they won't deliver till next week, right? Hope you're not watching this today, Daniel. Free access for prospects. We have done this because it's important when people do join you, they know a little bit more than you knew, right? And I intentionally try to empower them to be responsible and know what they can. Anybody that does any whining and they didn't use the channels we gave, or they didn't ask, or they don't even log in, because I can tell when you log in, and nothing disturbs me more. Someone comes to me and says, hey, this person can't do that. Then I go and look and see that from the day they signed up, they never even logged in. Disappointing. It bothers me because it's their business. And I tell everyone, the minute your business means more to me than it does you, we've got nothing. Right? There isn't much help for you. Let me go and let these people in that are holding iPhone. Come on in, baby. All right. So, free access for prospects. So we have that going. Some of you already know it. That when your person joined, they were told, recommended which level. We made it clear the highest possible level they could afford. We've also talked to them a little bit about how some of the products are used inside that funnel. We know how important it is so they don't come in blind. If they do, then they're going to lean their ladder against your wall, which means you can't get work done because they're constantly asking. But then again, it's your responsibility to send them to the new user success plan that's right in their dashboard, everyone's dashboard. They can click it and start learning there. What else, Dwayne? What can we expect, Dwayne? I mean, September's on the way. We heard about some things coming. What can we expect? Well, this is going to be a fun one. Some of you are here who've been here for years, right? And like you, I know PG, I know you've been here for a while. I know you have Jose Alfredo Loomis. And I don't know I think Jim, you have, not Wiggins, the other Jim. Some of you guys have been here for a long time. You know that we used to have hosting. We had cloud service, so you could back up your every computer in your house. We didn't care, and you keep it all. But then, back when we did that, Google released their big cloud. Then Amazon. Then Apple. And so it didn't need it anymore because everyone had it with their phones, they had it with their iPads, they had it with their tablets and their Samsungs. So we got rid of that. But hosting is still something we see there's a demand for it based on some of the newer groups coming in. You have these sites that exist in all these different places. What we're doing is we're setting up so you can bring it in. You created it elsewhere, it won't matter. Just host it. We will set it up, give you a way that you can easily log into your panel, and then set up your hosting so you have it here. And there will be no charge for that. That's just going to be added in as something that comes with your affiliate fee as you're paying for it. It's automatically going to be included in what you're doing. And I hope you like that. That's one thing. We also want to tell you that the page builder upgrade, we've been working on our page builder. We're looking to integrate it in the upcoming weeks. We have a group coming in from a specific company, and as they're coming in, we have several things happening. Our offices are supposed to open the first week of September. We're told the airports are opening in both Colombia, and we're able to access our offices in India, where our tech offices are. Blockchain stuff are there. We're able to open up there. We're excited about that because it means we can get back, we can do things really fast, and we can get through our proofs and our checks really fast. So we're really excited about that. We have an evergreen webinar platform. Some of you have been seeking out. We'd like to just, every time someone opts in, you want them to schedule a webinar that's starting here in the next hour or two. We have one of those that we're almost done with all of the setup for that. That's also coming here in September. And we have a few other things that we're excited about as we're bringing forth this year. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen, baby. Oh, here we go. To talk to you because I think you ought to know that I understand the distrust. I understand having a dramatic response to things because it's the only way you ever got things done in the past. Where you come from, if you don't make threats and tell people you better do this, if you're used to that, I get it. But we just don't do it. All I tell you is just the facts, baby, right? So if you came to me and you gave me a ticket number, I could follow up on it and I could like clean house. If someone didn't do something, I'm like, okay, you're gone. Why isn't that done? But if you just come to me and then I go and see you don't even log in, you don't even use your system, well, no wonder it doesn't work. It doesn't mean that much to you. You just want a quick Band-Aid. So I want you all to just embrace the responsibility that comes with this. We're gonna do all we can to continue, not just to protect your Bitcoin, but to give you creative ways to enhance it, minimize fees, and keep making as many transactions as possible. Some of those creative ways I can't talk about yet. I'm not allowed to, but I think it's important for you to note. Let's see here. Now I'm going to take a couple of questions and comments as I prepare for. I got an invite to dinner from some friends. Okay, let's see here. If you want Ether, I got to answer that one. I love Bitcoin. Me too. Yes, brilliant. We want product training. You're going to get it, baby. All right. So what else is this? Thank you for the training on the product. Okay. Free access for prospects. Brilliant idea. How's it going to be done? Well, I can show you how it's being done. Or tell you. When they come in, they get access to specific trainings. They get a little introduction to what Ingresso Cybernetico is. Then they're taught a little bit about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, why we chose it. Then they get another video where they're actually talked about Bitcoin business basics, how it all works, how they can use it to leverage it, right? Then we talk a little even about how to use pages and how to use these different pages and autoresponders and why that's important. Even if they don't know what they are, how they're used. We actually go through the process and show them that. And we also, some of the new people here can tell you that just joined today, they can tell you. We also use it to enable people to know when they start a business how it's different it is from like having a regular job. So we try to equip them in the best ways to have success and to the best way to start. Many have taught, hey, best way to start is just get $25, you get in. This is a business. This isn't like the lottery. So you wouldn't, if you're going to start something, you're going to give it your best. So whatever amount you have for that business you use, you don't try to figure out how to minimize it because what you put in, you get out, baby, right? If you come at $25 level, you're not going to earn $100 over and over and over. So you want to increase your earnings right off the gate. That's one of the things we teach them. So I figured that would be helpful. Great question. Let's see. How does a prospect get back to see the 7 videos? Oh, they don't. Once they've joined, they get all that stuff already. That is for new prospects. The idea is they join after they've gone through it. If they'd like to repeat and go back to it, I can just post those videos on YouTube somewhere. Thank you, Alan. Good question. What are you having someone request to go back because they want to see them? Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to give away this thing here, this Trezor, right? And let me figure out what I want to do. Here's a question. I bet you will. So here's the question, folks. And you can't answer. I'm going to tell you what type of answer to give. All right? In this webinar, I mentioned that there are two different types of wallets that are not traditional. They're part of the new segment wallets, right? And I mentioned their precursor, right? Their prefixes. Two letters and a number. Who knows both 2 letters and numbers of those? If you do, type it in. Whoa! Okay, that was a little fast. Okay. Wow. And I think you live overseas. That's all there is. I said BC and TC. If your wallet starts with that, you don't want to use that to receive money, because many people that want to send it won't be able to if their wallet will not be able to communicate with it, right? So I recommend don't even sending with that. Don't use it for anything if you don't have to at this point. So everyone join me in congratulating Noreen. What is your last name? You can open up your mic if you want. Okay, and where do you live? You don't have to, not your address, don't put that there. UK, okay. It may take forever to get...
Oh my God, did I just mean? Wow.
It may take forever to get to you.
I'm always wanting one. I've just never been able to get one, so...
Okay, well...
Thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome. In the meantime, guys, I want everyone to, please, I will put this recording up, but I would love for you to join me in this week in my product trainings. I'm going to do them during the day. That way, for the people from the United States, Africa, UK, like you, Noreen, wherever people are from, they can certainly participate. I think that's important. So everybody likes to have an excuse. I'm trying to remove it, because most people have an excuse. Well, look, I just need to know, So great job, and let's keep this up, guys. Are there any questions before I go? I need to run. Anybody have any comments or questions? You could paste it in or put it in. Otherwise, to my good people out on Facebook or YouTube, I send you my best. And those of you here, God bless each of you. And happy birthday, happy anniversary. Congratulations to any of you and anything that's going on in your lives. Have a great day. Remember, be kind to everyone, because everyone's having a difficult time. Take care.